used to speaking in public, so I'm going to try to keep this fairly short. I know we have an impending snowstorm, and I hear that this graduation is usually in the morning, so this is a little different time, so I won't be long here. I did want to thank the college and President Mora and Dean McClay for inviting me. She called me last week, and I said, I think I can say a few words. I won't talk for very long, but I just wanted to say a few things. It wasn't too long ago, a few years back, when I graduated from culinary school, and I remember when I was in Montana, actually, at the Montana Pie Company, and my boss said to me one day, I had been there for nearly 6 years, actually, working through music school, and he said, you know what, you really should go to culinary school. He said, I think that would be a great opportunity for you. I think it would really advance your career. And so I looked into the few schools, and I finally decided on the school in New York, and he said, I think that's a great idea. I think you should really do that. I don't want to lose you, but I think you should go. So I packed up, and I took my little Subaru Justy, and I was nervous as heck driving across the country. It was about 2,200 miles from Idaho to New York. And I had actually never been on the East Coast at that point in my career, and I was born in California and lived most of my life in Western states. And I remember driving, and I was so scared getting to New York, and all I thought about was New York City and all the people and the buildings. And I got there and got it settled and went a couple of years to that school. And I think back to my boss telling me that I should do that, and I think graduates did the best thing I could do is come to a accredited school that's got a good reputation and get this degree. I think it's very important that you have a foundation that you can build on as you move forward in your career, and I think you did the right thing, so my hat is off to you as well. I just wanted to talk about what I call the stages of success, at least in my view, and I kind of likened it to making a recipe in the kitchen, and I thought we would use terms that we kind of are familiar with. I call it the stages of success, and there's 5 stages that I see in this. The first one is mise en place, and we're all familiar with mise en place, I'm sure, right? And it's putting everything in its place. And in the kitchen, if you're going to make a recipe, you get all your ingredients, and you make sure you have all your ingredients, you have the proper amounts, you have a station that you're working at, you have your equipment, and everything's laid out. And I think that's kind of the foundation that you've done here at this school. You've kind of put that foundation and laid everything out to move forward in your career. And that's stage 1. And I think as you continue into your first job, for many of you, I'm sure some of you have had jobs before, but now you've got this education, and you move forward into your first job. And during this time of economic hardship, I remember back when I graduated, I had many job offers, and it was a little bit easier, I think, to get a job then. And it's a little bit tougher now. So I think you really have to be on your game. You really have to have a good attitude, a positive attitude. You have to have passion, and you have to know what you want. I think it's very important, especially in today's market. So that's stage 1. Stage 2 is where is the scaling and the measuring of all your ingredients. You've laid down the foundation, and now you're into scaling your flour, or your egg whites, or whatever it may be. And you have to do that accurately, and I liken that to your first or your second job. It's where you're mastering your basic techniques. You're learning your techniques. Attendance is important. Your boss or your chef expects you to be there when you're supposed to be there, and putting in the hours that you need to, and feeling comfortable and learning and asking questions. I think a lot of the time, students get out of school and they want it all at once, and it's really not possible. You have to go in stages, and you can't learn everything that there's to learn or know everything that there is to know right off. That takes years and years and practice. And I see it in students sometimes that they come out and sometimes they want to go a little too fast. It's good to kind of slow down and learn from whoever you're working or wherever you're working. And that's stage 2. Stage 3, I hope you're following this. Stage 2 is what I call the mixing in the kitchen, the mixing or the preparation of the product. So you've got all your ingredients and now you're putting it together and you're seeing something develop in the bowl or something that's coming together in the mixer. And this is your attendance, which when you began a job in the beginning, your boss or your chef was seeing if you could come and you could have good attendance. And now your attendance is your dedication. You come to work or you go to that place of employment because you're dedicated to that job. You're dedicated to your craft and to your field. And now you are able to ask intelligent questions, and you're developing your skills and you're learning new skills, and you have a set of skills already, and you're practicing those skills, and you gain insight to why things work in the kitchen and working with different people. And this is stage 3. And then we go into stage 4, and this is basically where you assemble or you finish that product in the kitchen. Whether it's be a dessert or a cake, you're putting the icing on it, and you're making sure that it's as good as it can be perfect. And your attendance, is dedication, is now it's your love, it's your passion. You come to work because you're passionate in what you do and you love what you do. It's not just because it's a job, and it's really not because you're even dedicated. It's even more past dedication. And you see that final product, and you're learning new techniques, and maybe at this point you're becoming the boss of maybe a small operation, or maybe a couple other people are working under you, and you've developed this thing, or this pastry, or this dessert, or whatever, this entree, or whatever it is, and it's perfect. And then the final stage is stage 5, is that you serve that product, and somebody, a guest or a family member, enjoys that product and says, "Wow, this is fantastic. And, where did you learn to do this?" And you're a professional. You've kind of grown into this individual where, from the beginning where you are right now, and you've taken all these steps to move into this final stage. And this final stage it's very dynamic. The things that we do as chefs, and working in kitchens, and working with all the different people that you work with, and the things that you do, it's always changing. And I think it's important that you always keep that in mind and always grow with what's going on. That was just kind of something I put together, and it's not real serious. It's just something that I wanted to say, and I think it's important. Actually, it is serious, but. I think that what the chefs here at the school are doing, and this school is very, very important in this area. I've had many students that have graduated from here that currently work for me and have worked for me in the past, and some of them, they're just phenomenal. And I think this school is very important in this area for this kind of development. And it's been a pleasure and an honor for me to have many of your graduates at Borgata working for me, and it's been very fun. In conclusion, I'd like to say congratulations. You guys really deserve this, and just work, and just remember that it's a field that requires a lot of hours. I'm sure you know that. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time, a lot of passion, and make sure that you really love it, because it does require a lot of time. I think it's important that you really enjoy what you do, and follow your heart. Thank you.